Even once I still remember, I had a discussion with Rajivji, and I said, the way you want to move as fast as is not possible in a society like India. It's a traditional society after all. So sometimes aggressiveness will not pay.
But what about the pace of development? Pace of development across the state of Assam?
I will tell you, if you go through the Planning Commission report, if you go through the Human's reports also, our pace of reward is quite satisfactory, I must say.
It is satisfactory.
Yeah, satisfactory.
But
we could have done much more also, there's no doubt about it. But with all the insurgency problem, with all the floods and with all the bun culture, had there been all those absent, it would have been much more faster then.
Right. But being from Upper Assam, people do sometimes make a note of this point, that while there is a lot of development which you see in Guwahati, modernization, everything, law and order, but hailing from Upper Assam, people expected, Jorhat, Dibrugarh, all these towns to come up in a more aggressive way. Do you think your focus has been too much on Guwahati, less on the rest of the state?
My focus is everywhere, but Guwahati being is not only for what you call Lower Assam, or it is whole of the Northeast. So Guwahati one has to focus also. And Guwahati being also capital of the state also. Definitely we have to give much more importance to Guwahati than my Jorhat.
So how do you rate Guwahati? I mean, do you rate Guwahati at par with other cities in the country?
See, if you compare about the 10 years before and 10 years after, see the progress by Guwahati. I think it is one of the fastest growing city in the country, comparable 10 years back. When
the index of real estate growth is an indicator.
Indication.
Land prices have jumped.
Land prices, and there is a clear indication how the state is economically making the progress, or how the peace has returned back to the state.
Right. So throughout your 11 years of rule, no one could have played best the field of politics as you did. It might be fair to say that Hindus brought you into power. Hindus got your tallies surging. Your famous quote was, "Who is Badruddin?" And your call to denounce any Muslim vote bank politics consolidated the Hindu vote for you. And even the BJP votes shifted to you. It was very smart thinking, it was a very smart political move. But now the Hindus find that you are shifting your focus, like for instance this talk about you having a truck with the AIUDF, and before the Panchayat polls you might actually become allies with them. So do you think you have been unfair to your Hindu vote bank?
I don't play Hindu or Muslim vote politics. I am a dead against communal politics. I am a dead against. I don't play that role also. And I need the vote of both, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikhs. To me, everybody is equal. Everybody is equal Indian citizen. So I don't play that role also, and I will never play that role also.
But do you think you did it unconsciously? Because when you said, which was the year, 2006 elections, when you said, "Who is Badruddin?"
No, Badruddin doesn't mean that all the Muslims are behind him. I got a substantial number of Muslim vote also.
Right. But if you are getting a substantial Muslim vote, then why do you need AIUDF at all? Why do we need a truck with the AIUDF?
No, till today we have not joined with them. I have been opposing all along.
But your stand has softened.
No. You see, they have also softened our stand also. It's a two-way traffic, always.
Right. So, but is there any pressure from this?
No, there is no such pressure.
There is no pressure.
There is no such pressure, nobody talked it also. You see, today there is no pressure at all. Today, earlier of course, there is a certain group, certain pressure is there here and there. And today nobody talks, it is no pressure. But if somebody is soft, I am also soft. If somebody is harsh, I am also going to be harsh.
But in the political context...
Tomorrow also I don't know. Today they may be soft, tomorrow they may be harsh also.
That's right.
That's we don't know.
But in the political context, there is no doubt that UPA will now require the Muslims at the center, and they cannot do without it. Not just UP, but the entire UPA will require a strong Muslim support and the entire vote bank. and with elections expected to be somewhere in 2013, do you think that there would be an obvious pressure on you to accommodate the Muslims?
See, I don't think, you see, we need vote of everybody. We need Hindu votes, we need Muslim vote, we need Christian, Buddhist. You see, we need vote of everybody. You see, mere Muslim vote won't bring you.
But the UPA also needs the Assam
UPA need
Congress
everybody.
government.
You see, definitely UPA wants it. We also want everybody's vote. To Assam also to form a ministry, you need a vote of everybody. It's not that one community vote will bring you to power also.
So many issues have confronted you in the last couple of months, which have hurt you, which have hurt your image, which have hurt the image of the government. The GS molestation case was one where you said that this could be a kind of conspiracy against your government. Was there any reason that you thought it was a conspiracy?
The conspiracy has been all along there in the politics. You see, some opposition party do, some other also do. So that's a part of our life. You can't avoid it also. It must definitely, the way it has been, what you call, the incident took place, then projected also. So that's why I do feel there's a conspiracy.
The way the incident took place, the way it was projected, and the aftermath of what happened later.
Also that I do feel, but I don't bother about who played the conspiracy. I forgot about it.
BTAD was another place where you used the word conspiracy. In the recent ethnic clashes that took place in BTAD, you did feel at one point of time, I don't know, in retrospection you may feel there was no conspiracy, but at one point of time you did feel there was a engineered conspiracy in BTAD riots. In retrospect, do you actually think there was one?
You see, there might be some conspiracy. I don't deny it, I don't rule out. I have not gone into it because my whole purpose is to how to bring peace, how to rehabilitate the peoples. And to a great extent, we have been able to bring peace and rehabilitate also. Out of 485, I think 390 has already returned also. But still, you see, I am concerned about those who are still in the camps.
Yes, you are concerned about it, and the country was concerned about what happened in the BTAD riots. And it hurt the psyche of the Muslims, it hurt the psyche of the tribals, both, yes. And it hurt the nation, it hurt the Congress at large, it hurt the UPA, it hurt you. Do you think it could have an impact if there was a midterm poll?
I don't think it will have any impact also, because the way we handle the situation also, the way we have been able to rehabilitate also. We must thank the BTAT, or what you call the administration also, local administration also, this Hagrama and others also. They have been cooperating also in bringing.
But aren't there differences of opinion on how to rehabilitate? Is there, have you not seen, have you not encountered a problem during rehabilitation where there is a conflict between you and the BTAD administration?
No, definitely there's some difference of opinions are there, but they have been also helping us also, and they have been also giving assurance also. All those genuine Indian citizens will be rehabilitated. There are some doubts about this, that they thought or they considered it, the large numbers are foreigners, but this is not a fact.
That brings me to the very obvious and most important issue that is being debated and discussed today pertaining to Assam, and that relates to the illegal immigration issue. What are your frank and free opinion on this? Do you think you have the political will today to deport illegal immigrants?
You see, to detect, yes. Deportation, of course, is not very easy because it is normally the Bangladesh government always refused. Deporting is always a problem, no doubt. That's why my all along the trust has been to stop infiltration, to stop it in the border areas also. So that was my topmost priority. So that's why my government, when we were in the power, we took up the then NDA government also. It is I took most of the step in the border areas. For example, even fencing also. Earlier the fencing system was a single type of, it's not like a Punjab type of. It is I who brought it during UPA government, not NDA government. I took it up. Advani, he didn't bother about it. Though they have been criticizing us today, then they have been talking about floodlight also. The more outposts also, riverine. You see, now the new government has sanctioned now.
Riverine posts.
Riverine post, even a floodlight also, they have already sanctioned. Even the increase in number of outposts also.
Right.
So these are the measures we have already taken also. And work has started also, now that.
But you have also noted, and very dramatically you have said that you know, the illegal immigrant numbers have gone down. They
Yes.
haven't gone up. You have said, and that the increase in population is due to the illiteracy levels in Muslim populations.
No. There is two things. You see why I am saying the inflation has declined. All the census figure. You see, if you see the census figure till 91, it is going down and down.
That's right.
Even 91 census figure, you see it is slightly 1%. Earlier it was much higher. National growth of population growth of Assam is much higher than national average, 7.8, 8.9 point. Even 91, it came down only 1 point something. Then 2001, it is almost more than 2% less in Assam. And 2011 also, it is less than 1%. How could you say that it has been large scale? That is mine.
That's right.
It's a figure will speak, not that. You see, earlier figure was much higher, and that was the reason for which all those people were. It was substantiated earlier that the large scale infiltration was there. So that's why I've been telling the infiltration has been on decline. I never said it has stopped.
But you said at the same time, you made a remark recently that the increase in population can be attributed to the illiteracy levels of the Muslims.
You see, that's why sometimes they say why the population has gone up. I say it is due to the illiteracy. Not only Muslims, among the tribal also, among the tea also. Illiteracy is the reason for the what you call fertility growth or the increasing the number of population. Population growth in tea areas is much higher, even tribal areas much higher. Why? Because of illiteracy.
So we'll take a break now, and we'll come back and talk to you about the Assam Accord.